How's Blue? Oh, Tony, are you there?
Oh boy. Hi, Tony.
I'm picking up groceries.
You're getting a burger?
No, I'm picking up groceries.
Oh, sorry. Burger sounds freaking amazing.
I had a veggie burger. Where is my thing?
I'm gonna pick up.
Present. Oh my God, how do I do this? How do I get out of here? Go back. Let's do it like this.
Okay. Is Devin joining?
Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Hi, everybody. I see somebody trying to connect, coming in. Thank you so much for joining us. Especially, intentionally coming on here. I'm gonna actually put everybody on mute to kind of mute the background noise, okay? Mute all. Okay, perfect. Thank you for intentionally coming on here and joining us. I know everybody has busy lives and busy days, highly productive lives too. So I'm so honored for you to join us and talk more about, our stories, and hear some of our stories on here. We have Nika and Jess who are going to join us in talking about their stories and their coaching stories, and really answering any questions that you have about coaching. And we're a really fun crew. We're really chill. You guys see my Instagram stories, you've seen Nika's, you've seen Jessica's. We're really just a chill, fun crew. And we're all trying to just navigate this crazy world together, especially now during what's going on in the world. And I will tell you right now, during when COVID did start, we leaned on each other real hard. And I feel very grateful to have this kind of community of coaches, just because we were just really there for each other. If you can't really find like a support system around yourself that actually gets you and really pushes you to challenge yourself and to make, push yourself to be a better person and better your life and live your best life, because that's ultimately what, our goal is to do, and help you reach your goals, like an actual system, an actual map or a roadway to help you gain those goals and achievements. It's here. And honestly, I will tell you right now, if it wasn't for our community, there wouldn't be this. There wouldn't be this. And I would not be here if the community wasn't here. And I love that we've practically become like BFFs. If we don't talk every day, we're probably talking every other day, because we have live accountability together every day. And the gals will also tell you about that too. I'm sorry, I tend to babble a lot when I'm nervous.
No, but it has been really inspiring. I mean, I just met Jess and Nika. I've known Christina for a long time, and Tony I've known for a couple of years. But I mean, just the simple fact of being in the group, and I don't post as often as I want to, or I should maybe, but just hopping on there and I see these girls just crushing it, and they're
like, where are the guys, bruh?
They're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're like, I have a whole day of things to do, but I'm going to wake up. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to meal prep. And you guys take the time to like take a picture of it or make a video or make something funny. Like, you encourage the crap out of me. And I know, I mean, that's what it's all about, So the accountability and the friendship, I mean, that's everything. Everything else is a bonus from there.
Yeah, it is. It's oh gosh, I can't the kind of rewards that coaching even gives. And it's not just the community aspect, but as a community getting those rewards and being recognized for it. like I've never had that at my job. I don't know about you guys. I've never really had that community aspect at my job, or that kind of recognition and the kind of rewards and awards and traveling opportunities. And we'll talk about all that. But yeah, like I just want you to get a solid picture of what it is that you really do want in your life, where you want your life to go 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, where coaching can help you build a solid foundation for you to actually achieve those goals going forward. So that's why I told you guys, like, if you can, write in the chat what your goals, your big dream. I'm talking like huge. We're big dreamers, like huge dreams. Like I would like to ultimately stay home, be a stay-at-home mom, be with my kids as much as I love my family and my mom. She was working 3 jobs, and we'll get into my story later, but because of my experience when I was younger, I wanted to stay home with my kids and bring in home an income to help me pay my debts. I don't want those debts on him. And just live a happier, freer life with my family and my puppy, who's sleeping.
Passed out right now.
Passed out right now. My new puppy, or our new puppy.
You want to see him?
Our fur baby. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so those are, I'm talking like big, and like just to even travel with my family and be debt free from school loans. If you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to school loans. Yeah, so we'll get into that a little later. But like I said, those are just examples of those big dreams. So it's not just like weight loss and learning about nutrition and fueling your body and your mind. I'm talking about what you want for your family, what you ultimately want for yourselves. Sorry, I get so passionate. So, it's really like a free, open forum. We're going to talk a little bit about coaching and how we got into it, and some things that may answer your questions that you may have. See if you want to be part of our mission. See if you want to be part of our community. This is really what it's all about. So I'm going to stop talking now. First off, we have Jessica. Before I send it off to you, I just want to give a toast to you guys, since we all kind of probably have our wines. Toast to you. Thank you so much for showing up here.
Christina's got a baby. You're
I know.
excused.
I'll sip one for you, Christina. Wherever Alex is.
But yeah, we wanted to introduce Jess. Jess is a badass. She's been with.
She's amazing.
With our crew for a couple months now.
Since November, December.
So she wants to share a little bit about her story. And yeah, Jess, take it away.
Take it. Actually, let me share the screen. I kind of have some notes and structure here, because the last time we did this, we stayed on for like 2 hours, and I want to just get good information out there for you guys.
We did short and sweet for you.
Yeah.
Was that
Wait,
no.
what happened?
Were you sharing?
There it is. Go that one. Okay, exit full screen. All right, and then present. Sorry, guys. Okay.
This?
Yeah. All right, there we go. Go ahead, Jess.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica. I saw Claudia in there. Thank you for joining, Claudia. Nice to see your face actually in person. And I know my best friend Michael is out there. He's the one with iPhone. So thank you for joining. I guess just to start off with my story, I'm going to try to make it short and sweet for you guys. Pretty much all my life, I have been the person people always said, you're so pretty, you're so skinny, you really have nothing to worry about because you are so beautiful. And pretty much kind of gave the impression to me that all my life things would be handed to me. And to me, I feel like I've worked so hard for everything that I've gotten. And my best friend, you're here, you know that. Sorry, I'm already tearing up. So
You're doing great. You're doing great.
thanks. So I'm just gonna start off with just saying that I have been skinny shamed my entire life. I have told people before, this one example I will never forget. Somebody called me a flat screen TV. And you know, it's fine. I know that I'm skinny and I'm proud of my body and I love myself. And I really try to not let people who say these things get to me. And you know, starting from there, being skinny shamed as I was growing up, I really took that and actually tried to start gaining weight. I didn't really start my fitness journey, like fitness, with like weights and doing actual workouts until college. And I think that, let's see, so I started in college, I was weightlifting. John actually showed me how to do my first squat at the bar ever. So he was really the one who introduced me to the fitness world. Like I said, my goals were to gain weight, but I really didn't see any changes. And I think that was because I wasn't really consistent with my diet. So I was the type of person to go to the gym and hit the Chick-fil-A drive-through because that is, I just wanted to eat something that tasted good. And there came to a point where I was really only eating what people would think, what you think is like healthy foods. And I think I was doing that for like maybe a year. And one day my friend was explaining to me how when she went vegan that she would do the same thing, only eat healthy foods, and it ended up being an eating disorder called orthorexia, which is exactly like I explained it. You only eat healthy foods. So for example, if you're at a party and you have like, you know, you have all the chips, the dips, and all of the good juicy hamburgers and hot dogs and whatever. And if you in your mind think that those are unhealthy foods, you just won't eat. So you starve yourself. And I was doing that for quite a while. So once I recognized it, I like, I owned it. I was like, Jessica, you're doing this. You need to stop. So I actually took a 9-month break for like my whole fitness, I guess, journey, because I wanted to make sure that I had a healthy mindset, a healthier relationship with food before I really like dove into it, because I was afraid that I was going to have a negative relationship with food again. And it was around October last year when I finally decided that I was like, okay, it's time to go again. Like, not that I'm unhappy with my body, but I want to see what I can do for myself. So I was going on hikes. I started going to the gym more. I was paying attention to what I was eating. I actually started counting macros, which was very interesting. I tried keto. I tried just cutting out all the kinds of carbs, and I don't know, it just didn't quite work for me, because when I wanted carbs, I wanted cookies and ice cream and all of the sugar, girls. So anyway, so after, I think it was in the middle of like my keto journey that I had gotten this message, and it was Filma thanking me for referring all of these wedding pages for cute inspo for her wedding. Devin and her got married last November, so congrats to them. And then she's asking me like, what are you doing? Are you a coach? Because I was posting about like going on hikes and like all this stuff. And I was like, no, I'm actually just sort of like focusing on me, doing my thing, doing fitness and all of that. And I was weightlifting again, and she was saying, well, I think we have this cool program that you'd be totally interested in. And guys, I can't tell you how many times that she asked me to coach with her. I think maybe like 3 times I ignored her. She probably asked me like 2 other times. I was like, oh, let me talk to my fiance. I'll think about it. And then at the end of December, she was like, hey, so I just wanted to check in with you again. You know, I think coaching would be a cool opportunity, and I would love it if you were a part of my team. And I was like, I don't have anything to lose, so yeah, let's do this. I mean, I think I joined not because I didn't have anything to lose. I mean, that's like one of the bigger points, but I was just tired of my routine and I needed help with nutrition. And I know how important it is to have a group for accountability, to back you and to make sure that you are staying on track. And I've never looked back. I think that when I first started, I was like, this is kind of weird, but I'll just keep going. Maybe it'll be okay. and then I got furloughed and I was like, may as well start. So I started going full speed ahead with coaching, and I really have, like I said, I've never looked back. And it was, I think I signed up 2 coaches recently, which were my first 2, and it was so awesome. We grew a team. But anyway, so I've actually learned a lot about myself, and you know, the accountability for one is a huge portion of me being able to stick to my routine, stick to my nutrition, and you know, just make sure I'm here for all the girls. I mean, we're all on this chat, we're all on Facebook, and we're making sure that we message each other, you know, like we're meal prepping and just trying to check in with each other, making sure that we're keeping up with personal development. And speaking of, I've actually learned how to cope more with my anxiety. I was diagnosed a few months ago with general anxiety, and I'm actually taking medication right now, but I've also learned through coaching how best to cope with my anxiety. And I think that having this set routine and having a group of women who are here to uplift me has been a tremendous help.
Hey, Brianna. Hey, what are you doing?
So anyway, that was not short and sweet, but my goals are to eventually be a stay-at-home dog mom and retire my fiance, and hopefully I will be the breadwinner here soon. So,
You go, girl.
They stay at home with the puppies.
We are very proud of you. And I was just telling Filma the other day, it's been so awesome to watch you girls, you, Nika, Tony, and a couple of the other girls. Just, I don't know, you guys are like blossoming. It's so awesome to see.
I know. I can't wait till I meet you guys in person.
I know.
This is gonna be awesome.
That's so true. That is so true. We have not even met you in person.
yeah.
So no, I'm very proud of all of you guys. Like I said, I love hopping into the group and seeing you guys just kicking so much butt.
Thanks,
Oh,
Evan.
and one thing about Jess, I do remember when she did sign up. The reason why I like to have these kind of calls is to kind of further explain what coaching is, because people get like a preconceived notion of what it is. But I will tell you right now, most of my coaches on this team will tell you that it's a completely different thing from what they first thought. Right? Jess, Nika,
Me.
Antonella, Courtney. It's a completely different thing that people have in their minds. So yeah, we're going to keep going forward. Jess is going to explain a little bit, some information. I'm going to mute ourselves now.
Okay, so the first topic is what a great coach is. And hello, we are professional friend makers, obviously, because, well, for all of these reasons that are listed, I mean, I could read it off to you just to make it kind of short and simple. We're just people who show up for each other, and we show up for ourselves first. We become an example of the products that we use. And I think that if you follow me, if you follow Filma, Nika, whoever, then you know what coaching really entails as far as showing up. We're here day in, day out. We message people and try to see if they're interested in, I don't know, maybe changing their life. if they're tired, if they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, is what me and Phil always say. So we lead by example, and we're always open to share exactly what is working for us. So making sure that we are held accountable and we show up with our team. So if I tell you that I'm going to work out at 5 a.m., I'm going to try to wake up at 5 a.m., but we all know I'm really going to be there at 6. So anyway, so we also are resourceful. So film it, resourceful. You just mean that we kind of figure out our own way, right?
Well, we do have many tools in coaching, like our trainings, and we have our trainings, and we have our what we call our coach online office, meaning like we're self-starters. Remember, each person is a business owner of their own business. So of course we do share our resources that we have, but at the same time, we're one of those people that we're gonna find the answer first. And if we can't find it, we're gonna reach out for help. That's what we
Yeah. And I would also elaborate, like, I mean, as a coach or as someone who's doing some of the products or using some of the products or doing some of the workouts, you'll be posting about your journey. So sometimes you'll have a mom that just had a baby and they'll say, hey, you know, which workout should I do? Or, you know, should I eat this or should I not eat that? Or what was best for me? There's a lot of resources that we have in our team page, but also in like our Dream Core page. And then
Dream Core is our bigger organization.
Yeah,
my
like,
mentor.
Yeah, her coach and all of like our friends are in this big group. So there's a lot of resources. So I mean, if you have a question about prenatal, postnatal, yoga, anything, bodybuilding, like there's a lot of resources for you.
Right. We would be the go-tos, and yeah, that would be what resourceful is. As far, and also just a minute to go back into what we share, and I'm sure you guys have seen maybe on our Facebook or our Instagram stories, we do share what is working for us, and we also like to show you how we weave coaching into our lives, because we all know that we all have highly productive lives. All of us are busy. We have a lot of things going on. But I will tell you right now, the most successful person in this business, top coach, stay-at-home mom, who had a husband who didn't believe that she could do this business. And she is the #1 coach out of 300,000 coaches. So when you talk about weaving coach into your life, because you know when you have kids, I'm sorry, but if you have kids, you have the busiest life ever. I know. I can see that with my mommy coaches. So to be a top coach and to be a mom, showing others how you can weave it into your life and have like all the kids' activities, have your activities and your husband's activities and all that. Sorry, just keep going. But we're gonna put it back on Jess. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess just to tie it all together, the communication skills, I think that's fairly obvious. We are all, the only way to be accountable to yourself is to make sure that you're communicating with the team, and make sure that, you know, I mean, I guess that could also be kind of like a self-check too, communicating with yourself, keeping yourself accountable, like I said. And so what we are not, we're not like a standard business, right? We don't buy all of the products and then have them sitting there waiting to ship, right? So we don't have like the shop with like the front office and like the street view of, you know, your store or anything like that. Basically, your storefront is Instagram. So you're showing what you're doing, what products you're using, and using Instagram as a way to spread the word for what is working for you and what you are doing. And this is also just, it's not a get rich quick scheme, okay? This is an investment in your health and your wellness. And I don't want you to think that like getting into this, that you're just gonna be like, you're just gonna get a huge return right back. Because it does take a lot of hard work. And seriously, like balls to the wall, you gotta go. Okay, so, but what we are is big dreamers and we're doers, okay? like Filma said, if you put your big dreams in the chat, it kind of gives us an idea of what exactly you want to accomplish, and it could literally be anything and everything. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to work for corporate America my entire life, and I am working hard on this business and working hard as trying to be a coach and show up for other people, because not only do I want to help others get their health and wellness and like nutrition in check, but I also want to help me. I'm imagining like 5 years from now, I'm going to be a stay-at-home dog mom, and my fiance is going to be retired because he doesn't have to be a real estate agent. He doesn't have to work security at a Safeway store, you know? And so it's in times like these where I've been struggling a lot mentally right now because of being in quarantine, and also with my job. Not that I don't like my job, it's been a lot more taxing on me, but because of this difficult time, I am able to lean into coaching, and I'm able to take it on and just try to do even better for myself. And I feel like if you join the team, you'll like kind of get a better understanding of what we mean by like lean into the hard stuff, because I don't know if you really know it until you kind of challenge yourself to get through something. So I guess I will move on to always be a student. We are always learning. I've been in this business for only 7 years or 7 months, and I am still learning so much. I mean, there's so many programs, and there's the nutrition aspects, and I think always being a student can come into it comes in handy so much, because life is ever changing, and personal development, like, that is always going to be ever changing for you too, because we're all put in different situations at different times. It's not always like, I think I've heard a quote like, flowers don't bloom all year long. Okay. And so wrapping it up, this is a people business. It is to help other people. So if you're looking into being a coach, we always start off with being a product of the products. But as you start coming into it, then you are kind of able to help gauge and kind of identify like how you can help other people and find your own brand, and try to find your people and grow a team like this with Thelma and me and Nika and Courtney and Tori or Tony.
So I just want to add to that. You did amazing, Jess.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for explaining that wonderfully. I just want to add to, this is a people business. Basically, we're here to help people and change lives, and for a lot of us, even save them. And this is no offense to anybody that loves makeup, but we're not selling nail polish and makeup here. We're trying to help you with your lifestyle and really give you prolonged results and happier results in your life too. So that's what we kind of mean with a helping people business. So, thank you, John.
I was nervous. Thanks.
You did so good.
We're gonna pass the baton on to Nika.
Nika, where you at, lady?
Should I take my sweater off then? I'm gonna start sweating. I'm kidding. So I was listening to, okay, I don't want to skip ahead. Let me tell you my story first, because I have so much stuff, but I'll make it quick. So I feel like every time we do these calls, like I get like a light bulb that goes off and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. But before, like in high school and stuff, I was always tiny and like, but eating everything, you know, growing up in the Hispanic culture, you know, it's kind of like, just eat this, eat that. You're not gonna leave until you finish this. And so we're taught to eat everything off our plate. But then when we start growing up, and they're like, oh, just wait till you're 30, you're gonna get that, you know, you're gonna have, what do they call them? The lone half, the little tire more. That's what they call them. Anyways, and then they're just saying not to eat it, but then it's disrespectful. Whatever. It happened. I ate everything. I gained weight before my son and before I was 30. And I grew up in a household where there was no fitness, no nutrition. You ate what you were given. You went to McDonald's, pizza, whatever. You ate everything. So once I started gaining weight, and I think, let me back up a little bit. In 2001, I was like 18. I lost my family, my mom, my 2 sisters, and my brother. And after that, I kind of had to learn to grow up fast, I guess. I mean, I was already an adult, but I didn't realize how much was done for me. So when I started gaining the weight, and I never had that positivity. So my mom was that positive person out of my entire family. I'm glad that gene was passed down to me, because God knows where I would be right now. So I actually was going through some times, and I didn't know the meaning of the nutrition or anything like that. I experimented on myself with everything: meal replacements, diet pills, any fad diet that's out there. I used myself as that, and let me tell you, there's some that worked. I completely starved myself. I looked good, but I didn't feel good inside. And sorry, I'm outside, guys. The only safe spot, and they're banging on the window. Anyways, mom life. So, okay, where was I at? Oh my gosh, I forgot where I was at. Where was I at?
You didn't feel good inside.
Yeah. So I didn't feel good inside, and I started trying to find my own way with the nutrition and stuff. And I hate vegetables. I hate them. Eat them.
Eat your freaking vegetables.
I tell myself that every single time. So I was actually, I have a friend who is now part of our group as well, but she was actually telling me about, becoming a coach and stuff like that, because I've always been one, even though I was trying different things, I've always been one to like encourage people and push them to be better. I've always tried to empower women regardless, all the time. I never wanted to talk bad about anybody. So that's always been who I was. So she actually told me, she goes, you're looking for this nutrition and you're already helping people. Why don't you just try the coaching? And fast forward a year later, Falma reached out to me. I ignored her for 2 years. 2 years.
Everyone's ignoring me.
I would talk to her about it, and I'd be like, I don't like vegetables, but I'm looking for nutrition. And then she'd answer me, and I'd ignore her again. And then she'd reach out, I ignored her again. Guys, I feel so guilty looking through all these. I guess I'm just paying back. But anyways, so I decided to go for it. And honestly, it's the best thing. Because I was actually talking about to my coworker earlier, and about the coaching and people's misinterpretation of it. So, and I'll get into that more kind of when I discuss a little bit about everything else, but our coaching, the word coaching is not just nutrition and fitness. It's so much more than that. It's literally helping each other out. It is really empowering people, not just women. I mean, that's kind of more of our expertise because we know what each other goes through. We just the positivity and help each other out. So it's the best thing I've ever did. I'm learning more about nutrition, learning to eat my vegetables, or just stick them in a shake, blend them up. It's so much easier. But my goal overall for where I'm at is I have my son, I have my family, and I want to stay at home. I mean, I usually work from home on Fridays, and my son's like, are you going to stay home? Are you going to stay home? And it just breaks my heart every single time he asks me, like, but I like when you're here. Even though his little butt is playing the game, it's the presence of me being here. Keegan's staring out the window, my dog, right now, because I want to give him that. But one of the biggest things, I know a lot of people did have support when becoming a coach, and my fiance, Don, wasn't as supportive, and he's still kind of iffy about it. But the more that he's seen me do it, and I know, Falma, you're going to talk about more of the financial aspects of it, but we were talking about it, and he goes, so wait, if you do what you like, then one day I don't have to work? And I'm like, really? Really? That's all you heard from this, is you don't have to work. So I was sitting there really talking to somebody, and my father-in-law goes, why are you always on your phone? And Don says, she can do whatever the hell she wants if I can retire. So he's getting on board with it now. But that's mom life. I just plan on being here full time, doing what I love, being with Jaden, empowering women that I've always done before, and training Keegan. I think that's all my story.
That was awesome. You guys have been kicking so much, but
And to defend myself from people ignoring me, 1 second. When I look at, because the thing is about coaching, you get to choose who you want to work with. If I feel like you're an awesome fit for our team, I'm going to be like, I'm going to make her see her potential, because I see it for you, but you have to see it yourself, right? So I'm like, I looked at Nika, I looked at Jess, I looked at Tony, who's working out over there. Live accountability, that's part of our live accountability. And Courtney too. I'm like, they need this. They need this. And they're gonna have to see that. And ultimately, look what happened. See? Okay, sorry. And Nika is gonna go a little bit more into some more info on coaching. So take it away, Nika.
So one of the things that we do, like I said a little bit earlier, coaching is so much more than just that word. Doing my invites and trying to connect with people, people automatically think it's a scam. We're just there to make money. Yeah, the money is a little bonus, but that's not really what it's about, and that's not really what we believe. I think I can speak for all of us girls. I think the best part about being coaching is the accountability, is the friendships that we make. And like Jess was saying, you know, when we have our moments, because we are human, guys, we're not going to want to work out. We're going to want to eat fries and pizza. But when we have our moments, or just having a bad day, whether it be a real personal thing, you just got to say one thing and all the girls are kind of there. So that's huge. So that is part of the coaching that people don't understand. But so with that being said, we do like the connection. We want to build that connection, like Mama said, with people that are just going to be like us, people that are going to fit into our group. So it's very important that, to me anyways, that people who come on board, we all want to feel comfortable, because we are vulnerable and we open up, you know, and that's difficult for women to do. It is, I don't know about everybody else, but I've had issues with opening up to other women because I've had bad experiences with not being loyal, you know. So it's really hard for people to open up. So I think connecting, and that we do in a, you know, to get people is, sorry, my watch is going off, is connecting to build to people like us, and then building relationships. Like I said, I know a lot of people that I'm inviting. A lot of them are saying no, but I'm getting a lot of people saying, you're genuine. I love that you're genuine. And I love that you truly do care about people. And that's awesome. Like, that's all. If I can keep doing that, great. Because like I said, the money is a bonus, but at the same time, that's what I'm here for, to be that positivity that everyone needs. Because other people are that for me when I need that. So one of the other things that we do daily is we share just the post or every day. Again, we're human. So kids jumping on the bed, writing on the walls when they're little, whatever it is, it happens, mama. Waking up to dog poop. I mean, it's life. It's we're all human. We don't want to just show the parts that everyone sees on social media that's happy. We want to show the true. I never hardly ever do my hair. That's it. This is what you get. So sharing on social media, not being or unapologetically, like it says on here, working on ourselves. The biggest thing that I have learned, and I continue to learn daily, even on these calls, is the personal development. I always learn something about myself. And I just did that today, talking about coaching and why people say that, it's a scam or whatever, because I truly enjoy helping people. It just gets me. So the other thing is we also have the national wake-up calls on Monday. So there's a lot of training. There's national wake-up calls. The coffee chats, I believe, are on Tuesdays. We have the live power hours that we do for the virtual accountability for Zoom. And then, of course, our challenge groups where we win the gifts. I know Jessica has won twice. First place. No more, Jessica. I'm next. It's on. And then, so there's always so much other training that you do that we have. I still actually have to catch up on a bunch of it. So I think that's it.
You're so awesome.
No more, Jessica. You've won a few prizes too there, Nika.
I need to win first place.
So,
My family is very competitive.
so these girls, they say, the more you guys show up for each other when you're not feeling like it, and you work out and you post a video, you post a picture, or you post for accountability, personal development, like they keep points. So whoever does, post more and shows up more.
I like to hold challenges, like sometimes they're monthly, sometimes they're seasonal. It keeps it fun, and it keeps it, a lot of people stay on track, and it really helps the community really root for each other too and cheer each other on. So there's also a great big bonding that we have. And power hours and all that. Yeah, these are things that we do daily. Some of them are weekly, and that's that keeps your brain kind of refocused and keep you focused on your goals. And I said here in this slide, all meant to rewire your brain, because when you're coming into coaching, it's a different kind of mindset. That's why the personal development is so important. So when someone, I always like to recommend personal development to my gals, because I also think that mental fitness is like a huge part of it. Victoria, I see you. Mental fitness is a big part of it. It ties in with your fitness, with the overall whole of you. So that is a big thing that we work on, is your mental mind shift and your mental space. So just keep that in mind as we keep going. Victoria, hi. I'm so glad you're here. Victoria is actually from another team under our organization. She's amazing. I love her. So hi, Victoria. Cheers to you for hopping on with us. And she's also a very successful coach as well. So super awesome. Excited to see ya. All right. Thank you, Nika. And Nika is correct. It took about 2 years of me me kind of following up with her. And I will tell you right now, she did not think of starting coaching. She was really more into the nutrition and fitness side. She didn't even think to coach until she saw the possibilities of what this kind of system that we have can do. So for those of you out there who are thinking, oh, I just want to work on my nutrition and fitness, fine, great. Your health is a priority here, but just know this opportunity is also open for you, because why would we want to be selfish and keep it to ourselves? Honestly, if it's working for us, why not help somebody else with the same kind of opportunity? You know? Okay, we're going to keep going forward. Thank you, Nika. Cheers to you. Thank you, ladies.
What do we got to do to get one of those cupcakes?
Leave Josie alone.
I've been watching you. You've been killing those cupcakes.
Oh, it's film a story. Okay, hold on.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go get some wine now.
Here we go. Can you get some tissues? I feel like it's coming. I will tell you guys, I've been practicing because I was so nervous, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So my story in coaching, I'm gonna try to make it short and sweet. So we're gonna go back in time. 2014. I was in probably the worst place in my life. But before that, I grew up in the United States. I come from a very supportive family. We came from the Philippines and we came to the United States thinking, you know, the American dream is to go to school and you go to college, you work super hard, and you get a job, right? That's the American dream. But for me, I don't know if anybody can relate. I was always like, in college, I was always jumping from one major to minors all over the place because I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do with my life. But at the same time, I knew that I wanted to help. I wanted to help make a difference in the world. I wanted to matter. I wanted to make a massive impact. But I just didn't know what it was. My mom's like, oh, be a nurse, you know, typical Filipino mom. Be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer. So I actually tried to do all of those things. I was a little bit in nursing, and then after that I was like, no, I don't want to do biology. So I was like, okay, let's go for anesthesiology because, you know, people pleasing my mom. I was like, all right, let's try the biological round. Didn't really work out that way either. So in my first year, I was really bouncing around with my majors. And then finally, I found something that I was good at. And I was like, okay, I kind of like the communication aspect. I love to write, actually. So I graduated with mass communications with a bachelor's degree, and I also graduated with a minor in business. I also took my LSATs because I was like, you know what, since I could probably talk my way out of an argument, I might be good at being a lawyer. So I took my LSATs, and I actually got a job working legal operations for a bank. Not the greatest move to live my best life because because I was working with lawyers from all over the nation, not just one office or a state. I'm talking many lawyers. So I was like, I don't want to be a lawyer either. So you can see I'm bouncing around with jobs too. And finally, I noticed also later into my 20s that for almost all my life, I have been so depressed and I couldn't figure out why. So it just got worse as I got older. And back then I also had suicidal thoughts. I binge eat a lot. I really put my emotions into food, and I partied 3 or 4 times a week. to kind of fill that hole. You know, you don't want to feel anymore, you know, and you kind of don't know what your purpose is still. And I'm at this corporate job and I just watch the light flickering. I'm just sitting here working to pay bills, and I'm just watching this light flicker because nobody will freaking fix the lights every time I ask. Right? Every single day. The point is, like, because I was watching that light flicker, I remember that I didn't have an access to a window in my office, so it was kind of dark. So I felt like I was just in a dark place all the time from 8 to 5 o'clock. And then I was trying to go for my master's, trying to go to school again. So that's where like that moment, there was a moment there where I actually called my mom crying. And I was like, I want to quit. I can't be here anymore. She's like, just hang on, just hang on. I'm like, hang on to what? I'm 27 years old. I have the rest of my life. This is going to be my life. This is it. Be it $80,000 in school debt. I'm going to be depressed the rest of my life. I have a crappy ass boyfriend who cheats on me. And I'm going to watch this light flicker and the window's all the way back there. So I was like, no, this can't be it. So one day, and this is where it gets really hard. One day, I was so depressed that I almost took my own life. And in that moment when you're in between all the pills and the alcohol, and you're about to take your own life, and then you tell your boyfriend, who's a narcissistic pig, to do it. It's like you give so much of yourself that he was like, just do it. And you actually try to do it. It was a wake-up call. So a lot of you don't know my story, but I am a suicide survivor. And it took me years in coaching to actually face that. So now, sorry, this is really difficult. I ended up in the hospital. So ending up in the hospital was a wake-up call. I was Baker acted for 3 days. They strip you of your rights. They take everything from you because you ultimately try to take your life and you might do harm to yourself again. So for those 3 days, I had somebody watching me. They wouldn't even talk to me day and night to make sure I didn't do anything to myself. And that's when I was diagnosed with premenstrual dysphoric disorder, also known as PMDD. If you guys have seen my Instagram, those are some effects of PMDD, and there are some of my PMDD warriors in here. And also, I have a few PMDD warriors on my team because they trust in this process, because it has worked for me too. So when I was diagnosed with PMDD, I was like, you know what? I can't destroy my life. So I left that ex.
Replace him with this guy.
I left my ex, and what do you do after a really bad breakup? You're scrolling on Facebook. You're scrolling on Facebook, right? You're like, revenge body, I'm about to lose 10 to 15 pounds here and feel good about myself, distract myself. So I was looking for something. I was looking for a distraction. I was looking for something to just click. So you're looking on Facebook. I'm sure some of you guys have already done this too, or Instagram. We didn't have Instagram back then. Okay, sorry. And I see this beautiful face pop up. Her name is Colleen, and she's looking for coaches to join her team. And I was like, you know what? I need to lose 10 pounds anyway. I've been going to the gym, and for the past 3-4 years, haven't lost the weight because I didn't know nutrition was part of it, because I was eating like crap. Face it. Some of us don't know nutrition. I'm one of those people. I was one of those people. I didn't know anything. So I ended up signing the application to join her team because I thought it was a personal training job. I figured why not get some money out of it too. Training and figuring out how to take care of myself with personal training. And we had our call, and we'll go over this later too. I said, no. I said, no, this sounds like a scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. I've been with this MLM looking thing before. I'm not going to do it again. And mind you, the MLM that I was with before no longer exists, or I don't think it exists anymore. It had to do with like grocery shopping. Anyway, so I told her no, and she actually kept following up with me. And what did I do? I ignored her for 2 weeks. So I ignored her for 2 weeks, and she kept following up with me. But what do you do when you're real curious? You look on their Facebook, you look on their Instagram, and I'm just rolling through her life here, and I'm like, how the hell is she so happy? How is she so happy? I see this huge smile on her face. She just got fired from her job a year ago. How is she making it right now? I need that smile, that energy on my face. I need that. So I'm like, F it. Let me just try to do it because she says I have a 30-day money back guarantee. Why not? I want to lose 10 pounds. I may as well just try it out. So January 1st, 2015, I told myself this is going to be my year. And I started in a challenge group. Just like we all do in coaching, that's where we're all going to start. And I started getting results for myself. She said, I just want you to get focused on your results first. I want you to focus on your nutrition. I want you to focus on your workouts. I'm like, all right, I can do that. Half hour before or an hour or two before work, I would do my workout for a half hour. I followed in the easy nutrition plan. It was the easiest nutrition plan ever. I was like, I didn't know nutrition could be this easy. I finally lost my first 6 pounds in 5 days, which never has ever happened to me before coaching. And I was so excited about it that I started sharing it online. I was like, F it, I gotta tell everybody about this. Because, I mean, especially if anybody was looking to lose weight or get better with nutrition and fitness, I'm like, 6 pounds in 5 days, that's amazing. And then before I knew it, I was watching my coach and she was doing this full time. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? You can do this full time. I'm like, no way. So ultimately, she said, I want you to read this book. It's called You Are a Badass. It's one of our personal development books. I refer it to all my coaches because it blew up my brain. And after that, I learned how to attract things into my life that I've always wanted. Like this guy. So as you can see, coaching is everything to me. It's not only changed my life, but it saved it. And it helped me attract not just great friends, great girlfriends, because I've had some crappy girlfriends before who are no longer my friends. No fake friends. No need any of that. And and just this wonderful life that I have now. And sometimes I can't even think, like, if I did take my life back in 2014, I would never have these kinds of joys with me. So no regrets. Yeah. Fast forward 5-6 years later, this is us. So that is my story for those of you who don't know. And I'm glad I made it because I was about to burst out crying. So thank you for listening to that. So I just want to give you guys a little bit more information on what it is that we gain. Can you see that? Can you see all 4 of these guys? All 4 of these points? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you think because this.
There you go. Okay, that's better. So we're going to go into what it is that we gain and how we earn. And if you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. I can check them later. But or unmute yourself, you can always ask. So first things first, some of the things that we gain. So obviously you're going to be, I'll look at my notes here. Obviously we're gonna give you a solid pathway into health and fitness. You're gonna be getting a structured but very flexible, simple to follow plan. So I like to think of this as the vehicle to your nutrition and fitness goals. Okay, you're going to be getting the nutrition aspect, the fitness aspect, the accountability and support. Obviously, we nonstop talking about that. That's like our favorite thing. You get the supplementation, and our most popular package is $160. Believe it or not, $160 takes care of basically your long-term solution, or long-term results. That's what we want to have for you guys. Okay, so that's why we include the entire year of Arsenal workouts that we have. That's like 80, 90, 100 programs, including yoga. You have HIIT, you have weight training, body weightlifting, you have boxing, you have bar, Pilates, everything. There's something for everybody in there. So you never get bored. If you need a recovery workout, you need some meditation or yoga, it's there. Another cool thing that we have recently with our Wear the Two-Piece Challenge, that started officially this week, actually, our prep week was last week, is first time ever, we are actually having both of the customizable nutrition plans with the program at no additional cost. Usually you would, you would pay extra for them, but not with this program. And you get the portion control containers with it that are actually based on macros. And it's something super easy to follow. You guys are gonna get the same exact tools as we got for how we got our success too. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna be getting that. And you also have a choice of supplementation between the superfoods, which is like my favorite thing in the entire world, and what we call our performance line, which is more of like a muscle recovery and our pre-workout. You guys are gonna love unicorn juice. If you've seen my stories, that's the performance line. That's the pre-workout. As far as the superfoods, one thing about it, there's 5 blends in our superfoods. We have, I think, up to 50 different ingredients with our superfoods. One of them is adaptogens. There's protein and phytonutrients and all that, but the adaptogen formula is my favorite, because if you guys don't know what adaptogens are, adaptogens actually bring your mood back to baseline, which I'm not trying to make any claims, but I believe that's what helped me with my PMDD, because consistently drinking it every day, little by little, it really brought my mood up. And it just ultimately the whole package of superfoods, there's like a whole different thing on it. But if you want any more information about the superfoods, we can send you some more info on it. But I don't want to that's like a whole different thing. It's going to blow up your brain. So of course you get the community aspect of it. You guys have seen how awesome our community is. And you also get the trainings that are involved, social media trainings. We have systems trainings and all that. And the cool thing is we are all about building relationships and friendships. So there's none of that like weird selling stuff. Like, hey, come join my team. Like, I don't think I've ever said that, but that's kind of weird. Ew. I don't do that, but also you get the team support with it. You don't have just us, you have our entire organization, which is comprised of, I think there's thousands of girls in there. There's thousands of us, but this is, we're one part of it. And we're always so welcoming and loving and supportive. So don't ever be afraid, to ask any questions. As far as the team support, I think we mentioned it before, but we do learn and grow together. We also have what we call the live accountabilities, which is our hustle and flow, or our rise and grind that we do. We work on our morning rituals together, because I find that, or we found that doing your your morning ritual really sets the tone of the day. And I like to explain that a lot in my stories too. And when you set the tone of the day in the morning, you have the rest of your day set.
It's
Okay.
so true.
Of course, we have the friendships that we create. We are professional friend makers. I'm going to tell you right now, we do. We have friends all over all over the nation, practically all over the world, because we just got into France. We are in Canada, and we are also in the UK. And of course, we're here to help you grow and cheer you on. Okay. We're not just here to tell you, yeah, you can do it. Like, we actually help hold you accountable to it. Another thing that you're going to gain is the travel opportunities. I don't know if you're anyone out there that wants to travel and have free travel opportunities, but Devin and I have been very blessed to get on some of those opportunities, and I'll go into that a little bit later. But we have summits, we have which are yearly. We have retreats. We also have like what we call success trips. We have quarterly events. We have these success club trips. Let me tell you something. It isn't like a conference or anything. They actually send you on vacation. All right. They spoil you like nobody's business. All right. We've been to Punta Cana, Jamaica. We've been to Mexico. We've been on cruises, and you get to bring a spouse with you, or your mom or your dad.
I got to go
and
for
they
free.
spoil you both rotten. Okay. Just for reaching your goals every single month and helping people. I mean, it's amazing. I never had that on my job. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, so those are some things that you gain. Of course, you do have a business that's going to help you work not just towards your best self, but into who you do want to become. Okay. Now we are going to get to the money part, the moolah, how we earn. But before I do, just a disclaimer: Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It is based on your own efforts, diligence, and skill, meaning you have to work your butt on for this. You cannot just sit there, do nothing, and expect a paycheck. You do have to work for it. So in this kind of business, we have to remember this is a business. You are a CEO of your own business. This isn't going to happen overnight. Success is not going to happen overnight. We really have to get out of the employee mindset and get into more of the CEO business owner kind of mindset, where you're trading value for income instead of hours for income, if that makes sense. So first things first, you're going to start with what we call a retail commission. There are I think there's like 10 different ways that we get paid, but I'm only going to share with you guys the more popular ones, only because I don't want your head to explode. You're like, what is she talking about? But this is how we do earn. So when you first come into coaching, you're going to be earning what we call a retail commission. So whatever it is that you sell, I don't like the word sell because I hate selling, and it doesn't even feel like selling. Whatever it is that you do sell, you earn 25% commission. Okay. And as you grow your team, okay, and as you help more people grow their own business, you will start to get residual income, which means you continually get paid weekly after the work is done. So you do like, you were to help one person, for example, I'm able to help Jessica, and I'm able to get a kickback of that every single month from her, which I think we all do deserve that, because you're showing and you've already paved the way for them, and you're showing them how to work that. So I know some people that are really funny about getting a kickback out of it or getting paid for that. But honestly, who's going to help these women build a business? So I wouldn't mind getting a commission for that either.
When she says by working the business, I think that, again, it really starts with you as the individual. For me,
absolutely does.
I mean, how my business kind of accidentally started to come about was I got a challenge pack. I got Body Beast, and Shakeology, and I said, okay, I have 30 days. Let me try out Body Beast. Let me try out Shakeology, and if I like it, I'll stick with it. If I don't like it, I'll get my money back. So I really enjoyed the program a lot. Like, I learned a lot. I was doing different types of weightlifting that I'd never done before. I loved Shakeology. I love how it made me feel. So what I did is kind of like, I don't know, I was trying to be like unselfish. I'm like, wow, I really like what's happening. I really like what's happening in my body already in a couple days. I like these workouts. So I just started sharing it on Facebook. I'm not a big sharer, but I started sharing it because I really enjoyed it. Then my friends and family, they're like, dude, that's awesome. That looks pretty cool.
Devin is a coach too, by the way.
And you know that. And like everyone just kind of like asked me, what are you doing? What are you doing? I want to do that. And now it's turned into kind of like a team where like the team is, you know, the coolest part about it all. But when you're working, you're actually just sharing what you're doing, and you're helping people if they wanted to get on a program, and if they wanted to learn more about nutrition, you're helping them do that. And so they buy a challenge pack, you get 25% commission off of that. If I sell a couple of challenge packs to my friends and family, because she is my coach, there's a little tiny residual that gets earned by her, which is awesome. Like, and so you can get 25% commission on retail, and then you also get like team volume as well. So it's awesome.
And just a small thing, when you do have your spouse with you, it makes a big difference in your commission. That's, or your income. That's two incomes coming into the same household. And mind you, we get paid every single week, 4 times a month. So yeah, that's that's the awesome thing about having this kind of business with the residual income too, is you're able to build a solid foundation. And that's a solid foundation for your family, where you don't have to continually struggle all the time, especially with like a paycheck to paycheck kind of job. So I remember I was struggling constantly with that. But with this, there's no cap. There's no cap with us. Like, I remember when I was working at my job, I had a 2% raise. A 2% raise. I worked my butt off. And my boss told me that he had to work for my 2%. No, I worked for my 2% raise. Thank you. So in coaching, you work for your own raise. Okay. So that's the kind of mindset where you can see.
And it is pretty incredible. I mean, I sell real estate all day, and I'm pretty busy with that, thankfully. But it's incredible to see Filma and some of the girls on here that I mentioned. Just, I mean, essentially, I always say this, but essentially this business is showing up on social media and helping your followers and friends and family get started and learn about nutrition and join your team and work out together. Like, work out together. You get paid
this is
to
what
work
we
out
could
together.
do all day long instead of going to work. So another thing, another popular part of our income is team cycle bonus. The team cycle bonus is basically, as your team gets larger, the more people that you help, you get rewarded for. So there are certain peaks in your building your team where you get additional bonuses. So not only are you getting retail, you're also getting residual, and you're also getting a team bonus because you are helping these people. You're going to get rewarded for that. And then there's also what we call a matching bonus, where you are able to earn 5 to 10% of what your team makes. So I know you're probably like, oh my God, just know that as you help more people become who they want to become, they are going to help you too. Another thing that we have, which is probably our biggest income earner, is our quarterly bonuses. This is how a lot of stay-at-home people who are working from home, this is how they are making their millions. Well, you know, those people that you hear about, like, how are you working from home and making millions of dollars? This is how they're doing it. This is the kind of commission structure. And believe it or not, it is almost this, if you think about it, it is the same exact commission or compensation structure that any other sales organization has. But I'll go into that in a little bit,
I guess
just to save on time.
and just to like simplify that, how that looks, like if you're thinking how that looks, let's say you do say, I do want to work out, I do want to do nutrition, I do want to try this, and you pay the $160 for it. Let's say you start kicking butt and you start posting on it, and your cousin and your aunt and your brother and your friends is like, this is awesome, I see what you're doing, I want to do it with you. Every time you help someone get a challenge pack, if you help 2 or 3 people every month get a challenge pack, this is where like the volume can start kicking in. This is really where it kind of turns into a business, and pretty substantial income if you wanted it to be. So if you made it a goal, you're like, wow, I really like doing this, and I helped my mom and my sister get on last month and I made $75. It's like, let me just keep doing it. And then someone else sees you, and then someone else sees you. Now you're starting to bring on and attract maybe 2 or 3 people a month. Some people attract like 25, 30, 40 people a month.
And notice that he says attract.
Yeah, it's your tribe. It's people you want to work out with and spend time with.
We're very holistic and spiritual with our business. And I think that's why we're so successful with our crew, is your business is going to ultimately work for you. When you attract the people that are like you, you're able to make that connection and bring that energy together. Guys, it's unstoppable.
Yeah. Like unstoppable. I've been drinking Shakeology for 5 years now, and I'll never stop. I love it. I drink it every day. I love it very much. I love the workouts that Beachbody gives. I'll always use them. I'll always pay for them because they work and they're effective. So me just doing that and deciding that that's for me and being part of this group, she gets a small percentage every time I order Shakeology, or every time I get a program. She makes a couple dollars. Like, that's pretty awesome.
But I want to remind you guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. And I also don't want you guys to get discouraged, because some people come into this and they get discouraged because they're not making money right away. They're like, oh, Filma, you got $40 for this product, whoopee, big deal. But you have to remember, over time, compounding, if you guys ever heard of compound interest, you've heard the word compound. The compound effect is going to build into the bigger picture. And when I was talking about quarterly bonuses, that's a big picture. When you gain a certain, when you get to a certain point in your business, you gain what we call the quarterly bonus. And that can range, and it's just a figure right now. I don't want to like blow your head up with it, but I believe it reaches up to about $50,000 per quarter for certain ranks, for certain levels. I just want to give you that vision of what you can do, what kind of freedoms that you can have with that kind of investment in wealth for yourself and your family, and ultimately those around you. So I want to leave you with that on how we earn. Just remember, when you put your health as a priority, and when you put yourself first and you show others that it's okay to do that, more than okay, then you keep that joy, your North Star, this business will work for you. Okay. All right. One last thing. And I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, when is she going to stop talking? I just want to make sure you guys get the right info to make sure you make a confident choice. I just want to bust some myths, because these are some things that had almost stopped all of us from joining. So I know this is probably going to be in your minds too, like, okay, well, oh my God, this sounds like a pyramid scheme, or like, I don't have enough money, I'm broke, I don't have enough time, I have like 5 kids. 5 kids, by the way. We have a ton of coaches who have like 4 or 5 kids. They will show you the way. So don't you worry if you have 4 or 5 kids. Anyways, so a lot of busting myths, I want to say that the myths really come from fear. A lot of people don't believe that there's enough success to go around, that there's not enough love, there's not enough for them a lot of us think like, how could I do that? Why can't you do what we do? I was straight out of the hospital when I first started. Why couldn't you do this? So I just want you to kind of have that mental space when I'm talking about busting myths. First things first, obviously when you heard my story, I thought this was all a pyramid scheme. And that comes from preconceived notions, guys. Like, a lot of people say pyramid scheme because a lot of them are just afraid. They're afraid of what this really is, and they're afraid to do some work. It's hard work to help other people. And this is the difference between what we do and a pyramid scheme. So pyramid schemes, first of all, are illegal. Okay. I think we would be stopped by now if it was a scheme. And if you guys didn't know, trainers like Tony Horton that does P90X, trainer Autumn Calabrese that does 21-day fix, Sean T, we work with these trainers. They wouldn't be part of a scheme. Now, the sales structure is a little different in that, we're looking at the legality. Obviously, the pyramid scheme is illegal. As far as products and services, you don't get any with the pyramid scheme. With us, you do. You need the tools in order to be successful. If you don't have the tools that we have, it's going to be really hard for you to be successful as a coach with us, and make your dreams come true with us. Also, what we call multi-level marketing business. This is what we are. We're more like a helping people business. So it's like an HLM, helping level marketing. It's a helping people business. We look more value on our people than we do our products and services and developing the individual. Because obviously, look at our community. We're so freaking awesome. Just saying. And the thing is, we're not going to leave you, okay? With a pyramid scheme, obviously, like, they're not going to help you. They're just really in it for the money. We are here every step of the way, okay? And we're here to help you gain that confidence too. And kind of think of it as like any sales structure. Take for example, Verizon or McDonald's. McDonald's is a franchise, and the person who owns McDonald's, if they were to teach another person, or if another person were to open another franchise of McDonald's and that other person actually helped the other owner, they would get a kickback of it. This is exactly what it is. It's just called something different. Yeah, that's almost what stopped me, because until my coach actually explained it to me, I was like, oh, well, that's embarrassing. Okay, sorry. A lot of people think that there's a risk. There's like this huge risk involved. There really isn't. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Like, even if you use the program, you get results within 21 days. You drink the shake and use the whole bag. Even if you were to get results and you don't absolutely love it, you can return it for your money back.
You don't return anything. You just call and say, I'm not happy with it. And they say, okay, we'll refund your money.
Yeah.
And that's why I joined. I said, okay.
So even that, you're getting a $7,000 value. You're getting a nutrition plan. Like, nutrition, if you have ever talked to a nutritionist, they charge up to $300 an hour. You're getting it for free with this pack. And
which
also
is $160 now.
Also, there is no risk because you're getting results. Honestly, and this is like, I want to be a parent. I'm just going to say this. So whoever has kids out there, you took the biggest risk of all. You're responsible for a child for 18 years. Okay. So you can take this risk for 30 days and try it out. Trust me. Now, there is the time factor. Let's just say this. Beyonce has the same 1,440 minutes in a day as we all do. If she can build an empire, you know damn well we can too. Okay? And this is the wonderful thing about coaching, is that you're already doing most of it. You're already on social media. You're already posting. I've seen most of you here, you're already on Instagram stories. We're already on Instagram stories. You're already working out, or you're trying to figure it out. You're already eating. You know, I hope you guys are eating. You're already eating. You're already doing those things. But just imagine that you could be a role model for people and teaching them or showing your lifestyle and being an inspiration to them and still get an income for it. So that's what we're talking about time. Like, this is probably one of the best things that you could do with your time is work this business, because you're already doing most of it. We're just, you know, helping you tweak a few things. And another thing is we're going to teach you, we have something that we call a business activity tracker. We're going to show you how to weave coaching into your life. So don't you worry. Another thing is, a lot of people say they're broke. I was broke too. Guess what? When I was in the hospital, my student loans took place and I was -7 in my account. So what did I do? I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to get paid because I've been in the hospital and I had to pay all my bills and all that. And I'm -7 in my account. What did I do? Because I was so desperate to join this. I sold an old couch and a pair of shoes, and I got $140 to pay for mine. Mind you, you guys are lucky. I paid $140 for one program at the time. This was 5 years ago.
Set of DVDs.
One program, okay? A set of DVDs. You guys get an entire arsenal for an entire year, and you get 2 nutrition plans. We didn't get that, okay? So you're lucky. You're getting it for $160. Anyway, so I like to think as broke as a kind of a mindset. Broke is a mindset. And if you are broken here, it doesn't mean that you are broken. That it just means you just need a different mind shift. So that's a little bit more personal development, but that's something we can work on when you do join. A lot of it also is if belief. A lot of people are like, can I actually do this? Yes, you can do it. If you believe that you can do this, you're halfway there. You just have to take that extra step. I mean, look at all of us. You know, look at our team. We definitely all started thinking that we could not do this. This is probably why we were all ignoring our coaches. You know, and look what happened. Our coaches put belief in us, and they, you know, my coach, I know she was given all the love. She just poured the love in, and it overflowed with love, and here we are. Another thing is investment. We actually talked about investment already with the 160. So I'm done talking. That's a lot. That was a lot. I just want to share some of the travel opportunities and some of the things that do go on a little bit. I know you guys have probably seen it in the Instagram stories, but I want to show you a little bit more. So, oh, I forgot to do that slide. Sorry. I totally did not. Okay. I have to go to the beginning. Sorry. There. Okay. So these are just a few transformation photos from the new program that we are having called, it's called Muscle Burns Fat. And these are some of the transformations. Awesome transformation. It's a 6-week program. And just to show you what kind of transformations that we do have, this is one of the team calls that we have here on the left. And we do host our live accountability too. I think I have a picture in here of it. And these are some of our transformations. We got Jess, we got Nika, we got me, self-love, me too. And one of our girls, Margarita. Here's some of our awesome transformations. And this is us on our trips. This is Summit. I think we're in a football stadium in Nashville. We were in Nashville. We've never been to Nashville before, but we were able to with our team. We've been to Nashville, New Orleans, Indianapolis, and virtual because of COVID. Thanks, COVID. And down here on this beach, we were in
Riviera Maya.
Riviera Maya. This was Mexico. This is one of our success
And this
trips.
is Punta Cana.
Punta Cana. Mind you, by the way, we got an extra $750 credit just to spend at the hotels. That's how much they spoil you. And these are some of our these are some of our transformation. Babe, put that down. These are some of our transformations too. This is Devin on the right. In the middle here we have this is us at dinner. Obviously Nika and Jessica are not here because they're new.
That's in Orleans.
But they will be getting on these trips with us soon. This is in New Orleans, and this is one of my past clients who passed away, unfortunately. Boucher, she was awesome.
She was awesome.
And believe it or not, Devin, in this last photo here on the left, bottom left.
This was at Summit, and they took a picture of me in one of the crowds, and this slide popped up in every single, like, every time we went to like a big, in the football stadium, and they were like, oh, let's go to this slide again, and they're there again.
I was like, that's my man.
People are walking up to me, they're like, aren't you that guy? And I'm like, yes. It was pretty awesome though.
And this is our crew. This is some of our crew in our empowerment studio. Shout out to them. Go ahead. Oh, and thank you, Nika, for that photo. I love that photo.
Yeah, that's a badass photo.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my slides are like not in order. This is not cool. Okay, get out of there. Okay. Where to go from here? Okay, so those are just some of the pictures that we've gained over the years, just a few. Where to go from here? Talk to your coach or your friend that invited you. And take a look at your goals. Talk to them about what you want for your life and create a plan and go for it. Remember that we do believe in you, okay? And I hope to see you with our empowerment studio. Okay, sorry. I want to know if anybody has any questions. You can unmute yourself. You can stop share, babe. Okay, perfect. Did anybody write anything in the chat? Go down. Jasmine, thank you. Thank you guys for listening in. It's been so fun. Who's that? Who got their first paycheck? Who was that? Okay. Jessica got her first paycheck. Congratulations! Oh, and Victoria had to hop off. Okay. And Josie had to hop off too. Okay. We love Nashville, huh? Best friend, huh? But yes, thank you guys for joining us again. Cheers to you. If you guys don't have any questions, I want to let you go, but.
Does anyone have any questions? Tony, you look like you have a question.
Comments?
Me?
Yes, you.
She's like,
Yeah, I don't have any questions. I know it all.
Courtney, are you on? I want to see your face. Courtney is actually one of.
I'm on.
She's one of our warriors.
I'm coloring my hair right now, so.
She's listening in.
Nice.
But yeah. Whew, I'm so glad that we were able to get through that because I know I was nervous. Thank you for being kind, guys, for my nervousness.
What's your name on the Chromebook?
Claudia.
Ania?
Claudia?
Yeah. Oh,
See the mute in the bottom left, I think.
Who invited you? Jessie.
Hi, my name is Claudia. Jess invited.
Hi.
Hi.
one of John's coworkers.
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you guys were able to hop on. It means so much to us. And I know Nika and Jess worked really hard too. So thank you guys for speaking on. And yeah, if we don't have any questions, we can.
Claudia, are you in California?
Yes, I'm actually in Hayward, California.
Nice. Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't there just fires over there?
Not. I don't watch the news, so I don't know.
I think
I could get burnt and I don't even know it.
I think Mercedes is in Central Time. Right, Mercedes?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You're in Central Time, right?
Yeah, I am.
What's the Hi.
It is 6:40.
Oh, nice.
6:40.
Yeah.
It's like 9:40 here.
Oh my God, that's late. I would be asleep
I
by
know.
now.
I'm falling asleep already.
I know, it's past bedtime. You're like a grand. It's past her bedtime.
Right?
See you both. And Christina just had a baby, so she's probably resting.
Yeah, she's probably resting.
Well deserved.
Hi.
Hi, little one. Hi.
I can't believe our puppy is still sleeping.
All right. Well, we'll let you guys go.
We'll talk to you guys later. And thank you again so much. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.